like where that camera is.
We have to adjust it. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's side dish time. Episode 24. Can you believe that? So we're going to have to think of something for next week we're going to have 2 episodes in a row that are going to be a little special. Mostly because next week is Happy 25, and then the next week is 26, which is half a year.
Oh,
what?
Nice.
Anyways, I'm Doug Bookie as always. If not, call the police and find out where I'm at. Amy's behind the camera. Denise is dog wrangling and all these things. He doesn't like that one. Oh, he'll go in. Oh, look at him. Anyways, we're going to make a quick-ish side dish tonight. We're shifting off of Thanksgiving sides. We did 5 of those. I think we hit the big ones. And yes, Amy.
It's quick to make, but then it bakes, right?
There you go.
Okay.
That's quick to make, but then it's to bake. So we're gonna do.
We're actually making 2.
Well, we are, but that was gonna be a special.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She blew the lead in.
Oh, blabbed.
Anyways, because there's some downtime in the middle of this, it's basically cooking the rice for 20 minutes. We're gonna do a kind of pantry power up, let's call it. I think that'll be our thing.
I like it.
Pantry power up.
Is that trademark?
I don't know. Maybe it is. But we're gonna take canned refried beans and we're gonna jazz them up and sort of go through that. So we're probably gonna make this a separate series, I would think. Not a separate series, but a separate set of videos, maybe going through taking pantry items and then, like your packets of Spanish rice, or you've got packaged dried mashed potatoes or stovetop stuffing, things like that you want to jazz up. We're gonna take those and we're gonna call them pantry power ups. I hope that's not trademarked. If it is, please don't sue me.
That's funny because I used to be really good at zhuzhing up Insta potatoes.
Yeah.
Like I am good at that.
And it doesn't have to be. I mean, look, we're not talking about doing anything super fancy. I mean, we're talking about taking, a can of regular refried beans, maybe adding some onions and garlic, some cheese, sour cream, a little bit. This is going to be says it'll taste like restaurant refried beans.
The restaurant refried beans at Miguel's taste like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
They're so amazing.
They are so amazing.
I'm pretty sure they put crack in them.
But for our main event tonight, for a side dish, we're going to do Mexican sour cream rice. And this is like a casserole rice. It comes together fairly fast once the rice is cooked. So we're going to want to get on that so that we can get into the rest of it. So what I'm doing is I've just got any non-Minute Maid rice will do. I'm using jasmine rice because that's what we like. And I just like jasmine rice.
I think you said Minute Maid.
Oh, did I? Minute rice, not Minute Maid orange juice. Definitely do not use Minute Maid orange juice. So we're gonna. When you brush your teeth and then you have orange juice right after it. That's the thing that just happened to my mouth. So I'm taking a cup of dried jasmine rice, throwing it in here. And then you can see, I don't know if you can see, I have
Hold on. There's a lot going on here. I'm fixing it.
What is happening?
Well, I wasn't in charge of this and you didn't do it right. So now I'm fixing it.
Okay, well, there's cords being pulled. There's things. Can you hit the power button on that light? Man, it's like amateur hour here.
This thing?
That thing. It's going to turn on the ring light. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Ooh, look at you. Look even better, everybody.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
It was noted by Nicole, who cuts our hairdresser, that during the green bean casserole episode, I was looking a little bit shaggy. Now, I still have not had a haircut, but I was looking at myself. I don't think I look terrible. I think it's actually starting to come in a little bit longer. Though I will tell you, we'll go from the side over to more of the Italian mobster pull straight back towards the end of the night. And I will look at myself and go, "What's up, Polly Walnuts? You got..." You got some legs to break later? Whatever.
Oh, you're silly.
All right, so 1 cup of jasmine rice in a decent-sized pot. The reason I want a decent-sized pot is eventually the rest of the ingredients are going to get mixed into here. And Yeah, so that you want to have a decent enough to mix through. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just using a cup, but we need, make sure you zero it out. We need 14 ounces. So if you were getting a can of chicken broth from the store, it's a 14-ounce can. But we don't use canned broth here at Ben Book Inn.
If we can avoid it.
If we can avoid it, we make our own. It's fairly simple. Again, it's not a side dish, but I want to do some.
I think you should do some.
I want to do some how-to videos. Maybe I'll start a separate series about that. Doug Do's or something like that. I don't know. That sounds stupid, but anyways, we're going for 14 ounces. So I've got it on the scale here. If the world's right, a cup should be 8 ounces. But according to this, which I'm actually probably over a cup. Anyways, it's 9. This is 9.5 ounces. So we're just gonna, we're gonna use our maths and get back to where we need to be. So what's that? 3.5? Yeah. It's very riveting TV right now. I'm sure you guys will. There's this guy we watch. He's pouring broth and by the ounce right now. It's like beakers. Nope, too little. Just a little bit. Oh, the dogs are not happy to be in the kennel tonight.
No, they started their shenanigans early.
Well, that's because they know we're about to go on. So
Yeah, they destroyed 2 toys today.
Yeah, they're crazy. So do yourself a favor and mix the rice up inside your container here. And the reason we're going to do that, we're not salting or anything. The broth has not a lot of salt in it, but it has, I don't know. I mean, it has some salt in it. Plus, you're salt and pepper in it, as you mix it up. So, but this also gets the rice from sticking on the bottom, which will prevent burning, which we don't want. Okay, so
there you go.
We're only 24 episodes in, and I'm getting my stagecraft down. So, I mean, anything interesting happened today? I think that's probably been an interesting week.
My cousin Lori is texting me and telling me that they're cracking up about us. And I said that we are feeling euphoric since our president-elect was announced.
I'm not going to say we've been drinking champagne for a couple of hours, but
we may have been.
We may have been. So why stop now?
Life is good.
All right. We're going to let this needs to come to a boil, and then find your lid for this. Have it ready. Turn it down to a simmer, and then we're going to set the timer. This might actually get this. I mean, I didn't plan this, but I already have a timer set for the swap out, and it could line up that at 20, like when this starts boiling, it'll be at 20 minutes. And like I said, it's not like I planned that, but
we're going to take it.
We're going to take it as a win. All right. So that's doing its thing. I'll keep on that. Now, pantry power up 1. We're going to how to make refried beans taste better. This comes to us from, what do we figure this out? We found this recipe from Simply Side Dishes.
No, I thought it was a taste of numb or nummy.
No, I think that's where the rice came from.
Oh.
Yeah, numb's the word.
Ah.
So numb's the word for the rice.
Clever,
I mean, we're jazzing it up a little bit, but all right. So the first thing we're going to do is we need a saute pan. And why do we need a saute pan? Well, actually, the first thing we need is to cut an onion, but we're going to get the saute pan ready. Hey, where'd my onion go? Hey, there it is.
I'm sorry. I moved it over there.
That's okay.
So efficient.
We are.
Yeah.
Again, there's a little bit of endorphins in our brains today.
This can't give that to the.
No, worms cannot eat onions. There's a chemical that they go away from. They don't like it. It's bad for them. I'm just gonna do.
But unlike humans, they'll avoid it.
They will avoid it, actually.
Humans just will continue on.
Yeah, if it's only slightly poisonous to us, like olives. Who in the ancient world was like, have you ever eaten an olive off of a tree? I have. It's not good. It's not good at all. I've ate it. We were in wine country, I don't know, 15 years ago or something like that. And Denise and I were outside of one of the wineries waiting for Amy to come outside with some other friends of ours. And Denise was like, you should eat one of those olives on that tree. And I was like, all right, I like olives. And then it was the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
This person sounds like a jerk.
It was terrible. They process olives to be edible by putting them in lye water. Okay. That's sort of doing its business here. I want to give us a little.
Whoa, that sounds hot.
Yeah, hot. Yeah, mostly. I'm going to stir it again just to make sure that there's no stickum on the bottom. But this is going to be boiling very soon. We'll be close on both. But we're just going to give this a dice, not a small dice, not a big dice, just a medium dice. What do you guys do for like your onion chopping? Like I do a couple of, I leave the stem on, I do a couple of horizontals, and then
No, where's my thing? Show my thing.
Your chopper? No, I don't.
Whatever, that chopper is good.
Unitasker.
It's not. You can chop eggs in it too.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not true. Well, yeah, if you're making a salad, you could chop hard-boiled eggs in it.
I suppose.
Whatever. It's a great unitasker. I love it.
Yeah.
Please show it, because now people will be like, what is
I don't know
what is
it's
the
out here
unitasker Amy is talking about?
I don't think we have it out here.
What?
It's not in here. We have not used it.
Oh, sorry, folks. You know I don't cook very much.
And here's the other thing. We do have a rule in this house. We try to keep to it. But if it hasn't been used in a year, then it gets evaluated for its usefulness and taking up space.
Adriana says she does what you do, but she does take off both ends first.
Do you, Adriana, do you get the tiers, or are you saved from the tiers even with the end taken off? That's what I'm interested in.
That's the theory, right? Is that the end is where what makes you cry.
Can you grab me some unsalted butter from the refrigerator? Okay, we do have boilage. So again, I'll turn this down. I'm putting the lid on, and we got about 20 minutes.
Is that a real word?
Boilage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It doesn't sound like a real
So we're gonna
She says, not usually, unless it's an especially bitter onion.
Well, that's good to know. So I don't know. It also gives me sort of a place to kind of hold by having that there. Some onions are more slippery than others. Like people, don't trust every one of them.
The last 4 years have taught us anything.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so I need 2 tablespoons of butter.
Unsalted.
It's a quarter of a stick.
That looked dangerous. Oh, you did that.
What?
It looked dangerous the way you did that.
I did it with vigor and decisiveness.
It's true. You did.
I'm gonna get that going. Again, this is down to kind of a medium heat and more medium low heat on the rice. And in 20 minutes, it's gonna be. You want to make sure all the broth is absorbed. That's the best part. That's how you know it's done. Do not. It's also steaming, so you're getting the heat, direct heat from the bottom, but you're also getting the steam, and that's what's plumping the rice. Amy, why are you giving me such a weird look?
I got a little confused. Okay, so on the right-hand side is the saucepan that the rice is currently cooking in.
This.
Yes. And on the left-hand side, that's where you're going to, thank you for doing that, because that was dangerous, so we have that set up.
Sure.
On the left-hand side is where you're getting ready to saute some onions and garlic for the beans.
Yes. Beans.
Okay, just clarifying.
Yeah.
That was a fast move. Sorry, folks.
Well.
Oh, you're getting like this cute little curlicue in your.
Oh, I got my Superman. Do I have my Superman S?
You do.
Yeah.
You do need a haircut next week.
I don't know.
This coming week.
You told me the other day that you wish I would grow my hair out a little longer.
I did like it when your hair was long. That we were so young then.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
That might be the part that I like.
that we were so
younger.
Young. Oh, okay. Okay, so this recipe says just add garlic over medium heat and cook until fragrant. Fragrant. So fragrant and pregnant is one word. It is not a thing. This is I got some great comments.
Can I show this picture? Will people be able to see it? I'm gonna try.
You're gonna show your face?
Well, sort of. I have sunglasses on. Can you guys see that Doug's long hair? You know, cute he is. So cute.
You know what? I'm gonna just put this gigantic clove in. That seems with the amount of onion to be enough. I don't want I should have cut the butter into smaller chunks. I should probably also turn it down a little bit. I just want to melt the butter. So I'm just going to do again, I'm not doing because this is going into the beans are going to be mixed in with this. I don't need like a paste or a small, real small. But make it so it's not like you're getting a huge chunk. But we are cooking it, so it'll be better. There's a lot of confused faces from behind the camera today.
That is a huge clove of garlic.
It really
is. Of all. Second of all, remember when we used to, what was it, like smash the garlic up with the salt? Who taught us that?
We learned that at Bob and Weston Whitefield's wedding on Bainbridge Island. Oh. Remember, that's where the guy, he said that cooking, you should remain present when you're cooking. So, yes, you can use something to cut the onions, or yes, you could use something to crush the garlic, but cooking is tactile, it's interactive, and it should be. So that's sort of my mantra of things. I want when I'm cooking things. It's also why when I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner, I don't want anybody to mess with me, because I have like a goal, I have some timings down, plus I just like the accomplishment of the whole thing. So again, I'm just starting to chop this.
But that's not something you would do in this?
No, that is making it into a garlic paste.
Okay.
And we don't really want that. The chopped garlic really is what we're looking for here.
Okay.
How is everyone? I hope that everybody, the stressful week, I think, in general for most people. I know it was for us. Work was for us straightforward. But you have, pressures of the world around you. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody is, it's November. Where did that come from? It was nice here, and it was in the 70s as of Wednesday, and then the weather turned.
Yeah,
and the weather turned. And in Mary Poppins, where the other nannies are coming to apply to be the nanny for the bank's children. And all of a sudden, the strong wind comes in and blows them away. This is what happened this week, where it was literally, we're looking out the window and the wind is blowing, and then it was just cold. It was just cold. We're supposed to have snow this week. Like tomorrow, overnight, we're supposed to have like an inch of snow. Who knows? It's Reno. We get in sparks. We get the mountain shadow and the rain shadow coming in from the west coast. So we're not.
But this came from the northeast.
Yeah. So
I watched it march in today.
Yeah, it's been crazy. All right, so the butter is pretty much popping at this point. We don't want it to go much further because it'll brown. And we're just.
So we don't do onions and garlic at the same time, right?
Nope.
Because the garlic takes less.
The onions need time to come and become translucent. And the garlic we're just cooking that until it becomes fragrant.
Okay, now be quiet for a second. Oh yeah, that's a good sound.
Yeah. So I'm not the best knife skills, but I mean, you want to make sure that you're doing a rocky motion, you're keeping one hand on the knife so that you've got control of it. So you're not just like what do you do with this hand? If you're just doing it one-handed, that just looks weird. It's like,
Put the hand down.
I think that's too casual. I honestly think that's too casual. If you're just like in your pocket, you're just chopping, that doesn't look
well, at least it won't do anything weird if you put it in your pocket.
That's true. Or you can just be like way out here. And that seems weird. It seems like off balance.
That has happened to me when I'm painting, like with one hand, the other hand does weird things.
Yeah. I have a question, and maybe I'm the only person who does this, but sometimes at night when I'm laying in bed, I'll just stick my arm straight up in the air.
The air?
Yeah, like straight up in front of me. And it looks like, or I'll do both, and it just feels nice. I don't know.
I've never seen you do that.
You also sleep pretty soundly, so.
That would be weird. I don't know. I might call you out.
You should. It's weird. I prefaced it with it. It's weird, folks. I don't think that what I'm doing is right, or I'm thinking, but I've done it since I was a kid.
You won't let me cross my arms across my chest like a mummy, so why would
that
I let
is
you
creepy.
do
It looks
that?
like you're dead. She's like, can I sleep like this? I'm like, yeah, if you want to look like a corpse. So I'm just going to use the same spoon. Yay for less dishes.
Yeah.
That was a comment we got last week about that. Also,
somebody is in my boat.
People are they're liking the banter in random chat sites. So I think I'm going to give the people what they want and just go off on things. I mean,
within reason.
You're not going to hear. You know what grinds my gears?
That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
No one needs that in their life.
We're about calmness. I have, I center myself like the dude from The Big Lebowski. He's a big hero of mine.
I had a really great experience today. Can we talk about that?
Yes, we can.
So my work set up flu shots at the high school for us. It's actually the last one that they set up, and yeah, I'm a procrastinator, so I had to do it today. But it was like so beautifully run. Like you pull up, everybody's wearing their mask. They make sure you have your paperwork and your insurance card, check you in, you pull around, you park, they double check you, you walk up to didn't have to get out of your car, but that's okay. All socially distanced and safe. I walked right up to the guy who gave me my shot, and away I go. The whole thing took less than 3 minutes, I would guess, including parking my car and walking up.
I need cheddar cheese from the refrigerator.
Aren't you impressed with that? You're not even listening.
I am impressed. You didn't have to get out of the car. It took how long?
No, I did have to get out of the car.
Oh, that's right.
This is how well he listens.
Whoops. That's all
right. Yeah. He listened so little that he whacked me in the arm in the grocery store today, folks.
I forgot. Listen, give a guy a break. There's a lot going on in the world.
Okay, I'm not proud of this.
I'm proud of this.
Okay, I'm not proud of my maneuver here. I didn't know what else to do with it. It's so big.
Okay, first of all,
that's what she said.
Yeah, that is what she said.
I called myself out.
Okay, so the other day we eat a lot of cheese here at Ben Bookend. Which if you don't know what Ben Bookend is, that's what we call our house because Amy's last name, maiden name is Benham, and my last name is Bookie, and so Ben Bookend, because we're big fans of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and Bilbo Baggins lives in Baggins.
And our very good friends Matt and Adriana Muir got us a thing for our wedding
that says Ben Bookend on it. So that's what we call it. So if you hear me refer to that, that's what that is. But these onions are too hot.
Plus, also fancy people name their houses.
That's true. That we are fancy. If anything, that's what people think about us.
Yeah, all right, so we're fancy.
Yeah, but Denise means it in a different way. You're fancy. So anyways, we eat a lot of sharp cheddar cheese. Now, the other day I was at the grocery outlet, which I'm becoming more and more a fan of because they have stuff there that I'm like, but they had 5-pound blocks of Tillamook, which is our favorite.
This is so Dutch mom talking right now.
That's 100% true. Of sharp cheddar cheese, 5 pounds of it. And they were $12.99, which regularly they're like $25 or $30.
That is
it's a smoking deal. So I bought 2 of them, and there were 3 left, and I'm kicking myself for not buying the other 3 because they were gone the next day when I went back to buy them. So if any of my siblings are out there listening, yes, it's hereditary.
And you can freeze cheese.
You can freeze cheese. Yeah. I made a ricotta for lasagna I made.
Oh, yeah.
The other night, a ricotta mixture. And
that lasagna was legit. It literally weighed like 10 pounds.
It was unbelievably good. Okay, so next question I have for you guys, what is your favorite canned refried beans? We love Rosarita. They have a little spicy one, which is really, really good. But it's really good. What's going on in the chat out there? People are laughing at.
Adriana wants to know your plans for your 10 pounds of sharp cheddar.
You know what? I'm going to make the world's biggest pile of nachos, and I'm not inviting you. No, just kidding. Anyways.
But what we discovered was that sharp cheddar, we use less of it than we would medium cheddar because it's more flavorful.
Yeah, we do. I never as a kid did we ever use like sharp cheddar cheese. I think we had
honey,
we were slightly
grew
poor.
up in a different environment.
That's true, but we did when we started eating, because I thought it was like, oh my god, it's like Limburger cheese or something like that. So, but no. But there's like extra sharp cheese.
Natalie says that they just boycott Goya. And yeah, we all should do that.
You mean, should I do this? Point to imaginary can of beans off to the side? Yeah. Okay, so that's doing its thing. So the next thing we want to do, refried beans. Now, do you just dump it out so it looks like dog food?
Yes, because it makes that great sound.
Yeah, let's see if it's
okay, let's be quiet.
That's the best thing we've ever done on this show ever. Look at that. That looks terrible.
Oh my god, I hope you guys heard that. That was hilarious.
The best sound
Even if
ever.
you didn't hear it, probably your brain filled in the sound.
Yeah. All right, so we're just mixing this together. Holy moly, was that more entertaining than I expected.
That was funny.
All right, I'm gonna just let the refried beans sort of loosen a little bit before I get a little bit more mixing. We've got about 6 minutes left on the rice. I'm just gonna give it a little peeker here. Oh yeah. We got a little sticky, which I'm not super happy about, but I am gonna mix it up a little bit. You know what's gonna happen though? Here, I'm gonna give you a little preview of what's gonna happen. We're gonna add sour cream and a bunch of other stuff to it, and it's gonna deglaze the pan, quote unquote. The next thing is we've got that. Add the can of refried beans. Oh, we need to make half and half. Adriana,
okay, so
Adriana, we're gonna make homemade half and half. Adriana, one of our dear friends, we went to her house and we were having, I don't remember what it was, but she's like, I made my own homemade half and half. And he was like, oh yeah, how'd you do that?
Because she was making coffee.
That's right.
For breakfast.
That's right.
Crepes or something, I think.
And she goes, oh, I just poured cream and milk together, half and half. And we were like, yeah, we deserve that.
Totally.
So the milk and the cream are in the door. We only need a quarter cup of half and half. So I'll just measure it out here. Thanks, Denise. So what's that, an eighth of a cup? Oh my Lord.
You should probably rinse that.
I will rinse it before I put it back on.
Oh, it smells really good in here.
Yeah, like garlic. It's okay. If we use a little too much. Always shake your cream.
We can't see what you're doing.
Can you see it now?
Can you see me now? Yes.
I think I used too much cream or milk. I did. Okay. Perfect. All right. Give it a little mixy. Homemade half and half, folks. I did it. I just gave you a trick of the trade. We're going to add this in. It's going to help everything come together. And then we also need a quarter of a cup, which I'm going to get a quarter of a cup here of sour cream. So, oh yeah. We're right on schedule here, folks.
Hey, can you? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So a quarter of a cup. Well, we got a lot of Denise. Got a lot of Denise help tonight. Hands off that. Again, it's probably mostly because I've been drinking, and so it's a great idea. Have a cooking show on a Saturday night, and then be like, oh yeah, we'll probably get a little drunk doing it. So a quarter cup of sour cream. It also made that suctiony sound coming out. That was weird.
I know, that was weird.
And
cumin. Where's the
cumin? Is it the cumin?
So many movie quotes tonight.
I know.
I feel like you have to start giving credit.
Do I? That's
That was from
RIPD.
RIPD.
Where is the cumin?
Oh, it's there. No, it's the big one. It's the big one right in front of you with the white top.
Yep. That is a correct statement. So I'm just a couple of turns, salt, or pepper, a little bit of salt, and how much does it say for cumin? It just says
some shakes.
Some shakes of cumin. So don't go too wild with the cumin, as it does have overwhelming flavor.
What is cumin?
Cumin is it's a spice. I don't know what I don't know what.
You do know where it comes from.
No, not cumin.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Coriander is cilantro, but I don't know about cumin. Cumin.
Is cumin its own thing?
Could be. Yeah. All right. So I have some Monterey Jack, and this is just the remainder of what I was using for the other recipe, which we have about 2 minutes left. So this is gonna come together super fast.
Cumin is a flowering plant in the Middle East.
Is it the seeds and then they?
Whoops.
And they must grind the seeds.
I believe that is what happens. You can buy cumin seed.
Well, yeah, you can make so we can have our cumin.
We don't want to substitute it.
No.
It has a warm, earthy flavor.
All right, now the real hilarious.
It's a rich source of iron.
Is to watch me take this giant block of cheese and they're not.
Wow.
Sorry,
let's not comment on that. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going.
Sexual overtones there. I'm sorry about that. Hide your kids' eyes. All right, I'm not adding a ton.
I would cut a hunk off of that and then do it.
But there's no showmanship in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
is not gonna work. You're being silly. Okay, there you go.
We don't need much. We're gonna mix it together. So between the two. All right.
Okay, but don't put that right in front of what you're doing because then we can't see.
Whatever. I don't know anything. I forget all about what I'm doing. Oh! That's the rice. Oh my God.
No, it's not.
Too many things. Turning the heat off. All right. So I'm gonna. Oh, there's a lot of stickage. Oh, that's. Anyway, I am gonna let that sit for a few minutes while I.
Why?
Because I just want to, and I'm doing something else at the moment.
Okay.
So we're just multitasking here. These are starting to come together. Now they're starting to get creamy, which is good.
Oh no, what was that?
I have no idea.
Something beep.
I did the GoPro is out here, but that might have been.
Oh, that was it then.
Okay, so just get the rest. This cheese is real hard right now. Yeah. Do you guys like cheese? I don't know. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought for a second. I was like, man, cheese is difficult right now.
Yeah, it's kind of falling apart on you there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
maybe that's why it was $12.99 for 5 pounds, $1.
I don't think so because I've used some of it and I have not had this problem that you are currently having.
I'm just gonna go ahead and push that off to the side.
I think maybe you're being too rough. Maybe you should chill.
I don't want to chill. I'm trying to get through this.
We're not in a hurry.
Listen, I know we went long last time and people noticed.
Oh, they did in the comments?
No, not true. Nobody noticed.
Okay.
Have you made anything we've made on this show? I think I've asked that, but I want to know.
Ryan did. We know that.
Oh, that's right. Ryan made the corn dip. So, again, it is indeterminate the amount of cheese to add to this.
Can you move the grater, please? Thank you.
I'm not good today.
It's okay. You're okay.
I'm sort of tossing it together here just because I want to get it mixed. I'm not going to use all of this because we're making tacos with this. So we'll probably use some of this cheese for that. But I'm going to take that much.
That's like a quarter cup. That's it?
Yeah. It's not the main portion of it. You want more cheese? We'll put it on afterwards.
Okay.
Again, this has a lighter
look.
A lighter look than I would anticipate. Though we did add, a quarter cup of cream to this, and so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spread that out.
We'll taste it.
I'm gonna turn. Not yet. I'm gonna turn the heat up. I'm gonna let it come up and get to a place while we move to the next part of our operation here.
Could you be more specific about the place you're going to let the beans get to?
I'm going to let it boil and see if it darkens.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what I'm looking at.
Jamaica.
Yep.
We need more help here.
All right.
Never buy a pot like this because the handle heats up and it's dangerous and it will burn you.
Just use the pot holder or this.
Or just don't buy a pot like that.
All right.
It's easier.
So now it's pretty much easy. An 8x8. This is this is roughly 8x8 casserole. We're gonna spray it, but before we do that, we're gonna get everything together. And this just comes together. So what I've got is 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, or not mozzarella, Monterey Jack, and I'm gonna take about half or 3/4 of it and mix it in here. The rest is gonna go on top. And then I'm going to take 1 whole cup of sour cream.
Hence the name sour cream rice.
Yeah. And I'm going to need the other container of sour cream. Is there one in the fridge open? So a lot of these things.
We have a lot of sour cream.
Well, now we have, that's good. What color is it? It's still white. That's good. I do a little mix up here. I don't pour the liquid on the top end. All it really is just the separation. So you should probably use that.
Is it like whey, like in cheese making?
It could be. I don't know. I'd have to. But fact checkers, is it whey that's on the top of the sour cream, or is it some? It could be something like that.
That's what they make Velveeta out of.
Yeah, and then food coloring.
Yeah.
So, okay, well that's boiling away. It'll probably darken up. What did I do with my green? Oh, no, it's over here somewhere. Anyways, here it is. I found it. It's underneath my thing. This is, I'm sure, fascinating to watch a guy melt down live on the internet. But
you're not melting down. You're fine.
You're doing it pretty good.
So. Yeah, that's it for that. We are going to add diced green chilies, 4 ounces. So just get a can. I drained part of it. I didn't drain all of it. We want a little bit of the juice because it is going to give some moisture to the whole thing. 1 can of whole kernel corn. I got no salt because, again, I want to make sure that we're controlling the salt content. The fact that they put salt in it to begin with is weird. We are going to drain the whole can, though.
I think they put
it's liquid.
They put salt in it to make it taste better, but also then you can just eat it right out of the can.
You can. I've never eaten cold corn out of the can. So.
Oh, I have. It's delicious.
Sometimes my dad used to just open no crap, 4 cans of like peas and get them warm, put butter and salt and pepper on it, and that's what he'd have for dinner. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that's weird, but it is what he did. So the other thing is we need to chop some cilantro.
Ooh.
So they didn't have all the cilantro they had in the store, and I think we talked about this before, look crappy. So they've got this living cilantro that you can buy at Safeway. And when you're done, when you cut some of it, like this, you're going to be like, oh, that doesn't seem like it will survive. There are little baby ones at the bottom. And so just plant it in some dirt. It'll regrow. Pretty fancy.
You know how Doug loves that.
Yeah. I've got some green onions growing over in the corner. I planted them. They're doing pretty good. I think I grated a little bit of fingernail, so just don't do that.
And whoever gets it has to do the dishes.
That's right. What is that? What is that in a cake? If you get a bean, you get a bean cake. So, anyways, yeah. I'm doing it rough chop. I'm just gonna. I want it to have some. Break it up a little bit, but I do want it to have some flavor. Now, I eyeballed that, but it should be like a quarter of a cup. I would say that was about a quarter of a cup. I wouldn't pack it down. And then now, it says a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. So just giving us a little bit of a stir while I'm over here, so it don't burn. But there is enough.
What's that word you just used?
Burned?
Don't? So it don't burn?
Yeah, so it doesn't burn.
There you go. That's way more than what the recipe called for.
I called for a quarter. That is a quarter. I know you have trouble like going, oh my God, that's too much. It really is not. So now I'm just going to give it a mix. And again, actually, let's get an actual.
Yeah, let's get a big guy.
I'm just going to use the same spoon. It's all going in my belly, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to mix it up and then as the liquid hopefully hits the bottom, you'll get some release of the.
But if not.
It's not. We got plenty of rice here still. Oh, it is. It's releasing like magic. It's coming together. So this is the nice part about this. It's going to come together pretty fast. Melty cheese, rice. I mean, look, again, this is not probably the best rice dish for you, but we don't care about that.
It's good.
So, yeah, I am satisfied with that. Jackie, shh. Just doing a little spray down here with a little avocado oil, because that's, again, what I have. And
oh, good catch.
As I learned.
Oh, excellent.
I know.
Excellent. Look at you.
The Doug Bookie School of Food Presentation.
You're a goober.
Yeah. You too can learn to cook like this. Anyways, making sure I get it all, or ish. I would not leave any flavor.
I feel like there's some good thing in there. Okay, good. I think we saw a good thing in there.
There is a substantial amount of rice stuck to the bottom on this try.
How would you avoid it?
I don't know. Get in there and stir it up a little while it's
more
simmering,
often.
so it's not sticking to the bottom.
Okay.
Have a lower heat that it's simmering at, maybe. All of that.
Pay more attention.
That is probably 100%. I talk about being present when you cook, but you got to juggling things.
Hey, stop the whining.
All right. So I'm spreading it out, making sure it looks good. And like I said, I've taken the rest of our cheese. We are going to spread it over the top, make it look delicious and yummy. And that's that. We're going to put it in the oven. Preheat your oven, 350 degrees. And
that's going in for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So pull it out. Are you going to follow or?
Oh, yeah, I am. I was just thinking about our new hot pads. Distracted me.
Yeah. One goes in and one comes out. Delicious looking in my mouth.
Let's see it.
Corn dip.
Show us.
It kind of looks like corn dip a little bit with rice.
No.
Oh my gosh, why are our dogs being so naughty? Oh yeah, that looks good.
It looks real good. Move your plastic cutting board so that when you place the hot dish on it, it does not melt it.
How about the beans? Can we see the beans?
Yeah, the beans are complete, I would say. They have darkened up by giving them a little bit of color in the pan. They smell unbelievable. They are looser than canned beans, but
They look more like a restaurant.
they do.
Yeah,
they also smell really ridiculous.
And you could put them on the plate and top them with a little cheese. Yeah?
You could do that. That's what I would do if I was you. But, you don't have to follow everything I say. it is my show. That's why you're here. But whatever. 45 minutes. We did it again. Yeah. In a normal setting, you could do 2 side dishes in about 45 minutes. Again, 50 minutes overall. This is 30 minutes, 20 minutes to prepare, 30 minutes to bake. Once the rice doing anything, turn the heat down on this and let it simmer. You're good. So now
you really could make these while you were making your taco meat.
Yeah, you could do that too.
We didn't.
I would, to be honest with you though, I would do the rice first because it's just you got to get it in the oven and yeah. So.
But then while you were doing beans, you could do your taco meat.
Yeah, that's gonna be hot, so please be careful. Okay. Oh man, it smells really good. I mean, we added garlic, we added butter, we added onions. The cream, the half and half, really, and sour cream. Give it.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
That's good.
Can I have that? Thanks. Now. Oh yeah. Even that looks delicious, right? A little cheesy deliciousness on top. Oh my God, this is precarious.
That's so gonna spill on the laptop. You know it.
Please be careful.
I'm gonna go around the outside.
Good job. You're better than I am. All right, have a little tasty here.
You might notice that Denise gave you 3 forks.
I know.
No, just in case you dirty one.
Denise gets to taste all she wants.
I get all of him.
Two notes. Definitely needs more salt. Definitely needs pepper. At least a little bit. I would definitely jazz this up with a little bit more seasoning. I would add some cumin. I would probably maybe even, you know what you could do is take, this is what I would do. Instead of diced green chilies, buy a can of Rotel, which is tomatoes and green chilies mixed together. Put about half of it in here.
I like this, but it's bland.
Yeah, it's good, but it's bland. I would put the Rotel in there. You would get a little coloring from the juice, and I would leave most of the juice because that would help with the flavoring as well. Add a little, if you've got a little taco seasoning that you're going to use in your meat, maybe throw a little in there too. Maybe a tablespoon or a teaspoon of it.
To layer the flavor.
Yeah, and you would get this as accompaniment. This is really good. The flavor in here is phenomenal. So, I mean, in about 45 minutes.
Well, maybe though, if what you're serving is really spicy, the sour cream rice would be good because it would be something to cool your tongue.
That is also a good point.
Without any zhuzhina.
Yeah. So you could leave it as is and do it. I do like everything in here. I like. I think best bet is you would make this and go, I probably should put a little bit more seasoning in here.
Kids will like it as is.
Yeah. Anybody who likes bland food will like this. It's not bland. I shouldn't say that's not fair.
But if you were going to have something really spicy, I think this is the right.
And if you were to mix everything together too, if you were going to have a little beans and rice mixed together, you would get some flavor.
Okay, good.
We did it. 24 down in the books. Nice. I'm pretty happy about that. Next week, I don't know what we're going to do. If you have suggestions, send it to us at sidedishcooking@gmail.com. We'll be happy to try and feature it on the channel one week. We'll probably be working as holidays coming up. We'll be doing this, but it's we'll see we're not traveling, obviously, but make sure as you are getting together, be safe. Do as best you can to keep yourself distanced and safe. And that's it. We did it. On a note today, I think this message is even more prudent out in the world is, be kind to each other. That's the thing we have to do. Be kind to each other. We need to, work with each other and be loyal to each other. And, kindness matters in this world. And go out and do something kind for somebody else because it's the thing we need to do. That's how we get through it. We do it together. So thank you for watching Side Dish. You make this show what it is with us. Without you, we're just, a couple of people talking to each other in the kitchen like normal. So once again, please like and subscribe. Tell all your friends to come watch us on Saturday nights. And, we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, love you.